Ashley, girl, you are a mean little messy little something, honey. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for season 3, episode 16 of Real Housewives of Potomac. And in this episode, we got to really see that Ashley, she was on my last nerve. On my last nerve, being mean and nasty and vicious. She really is. She's a vicious bitch who is, you know, listen, there are people like that are roaming around and they're roaming around in these outfits and they're dressed up like they're your friends. But really and truly, they are miserable motherfuckers who just about everything in their life is fucked up. They're not really happy with nothing in their life. And they sit around and they will nitpick and at you for things that you ain't got no issue with. They're sitting there picking your part a lot, picking your life apart, like their shit is all on point, and meanwhile their shit is raggedier than a motherfucker. And this is what I see of Ashley, just as nasty, just as nasty. And though Karen is a liar, goddamn Karen's ugly ass knows she's a liar. That bitch is a liar. But bitch, it's not always for you to point it out that she's lying, bitch. You just all swolled up because maybe her marriage is fucked up, but we know yours is fucked up. Maybe she do have some relationships with people that are fucked up. That one with you and your mother, but you shouldn't even want nobody to even mention it. Yet you feel somewhere in your rabbit ass mind that you have room to fucking be talking about somebody and pointing out the issues that somebody have. If you don't shut your goddamn ass up somewhere and sit down, you nappy head motherfucker. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna get to it. Giselle and Monique are out on the porch like we left them. And they're talking, and basically it breaks down where Giselle done told Monique, yeah, bitch, I'm on to you. I see you and Sharice with that bullshit. Y'all got all that Kendall shit. I see y'all both. Bitch, you took a shot at me, bitch, and you missed. You missed. And I love that whole thing. You missed, bitch, when you took your shot at me, bitch. I'm like a fucking ninja. I lay back, I wait, I make sure I got you right in my sights, bitch, and I blow your whole motherfucking face off, bitch. That's what I did. I was like, girl, I'm here for that. And she told her, and no, you and I will never be the best of friends. Not ever. We won't. But we'll be cordial, whore. But know that I see you. I was like, ooh. Okay. Can't be mad with that. Then they decide that day, when they were done with that, they went about their way. They're going to visit this winery. These so-called classy bitches go up to the winery, and they kept on asking the man, like, how do you say in French that you're drunk and this, that, and the other? And the man told them, first of all, you don't say that you're drunk in French because that's not elegant. And I was like, girl, he just read y'all. He just read y'all and called y'all all a bunch of motherfucking hood booger bitches. And y'all didn't even catch it. Because they continued talking about getting drunk. Hood booger bitches. I said a mess. A whole mess. Supposedly classy. Oh, yeah, okay. Every couple seconds, Ashley's ratting Karen about her marriage. And I'm like, what is that? What is that about? And Giselle keeps picking at her about her ring. Why is she wearing a ring? I'm like, oh my God. Then Karen was over there flirting with the little escort guy. I said, okay, now Karen, bitch, you on camera. You're on the camera, whore. Simmer down. Yes, let me feed you like a grown woman. I said, girl, he don't want your hard titty ass feeding him nothing with your hood booger ass bitch. Get on. A mess. Then Sharice. And this is another thing. I said, oh, I can't stand a bitch to try to rewrite history. Sharice gonna pull Monique to the side and try to finesse the conversation and put all of that Kendall shit onto Monique. And basically convince Monique to see things the way that she sees it. And I'm just sitting there looking at her like, no, that was not me. That was not my intention. You wanted to do it all on your own. I was like, if you don't know now that you need not be trusting her, you need not ever say anything in Sharice's presence ever again, bitch, that you're not willing to repeat. Ever again. Well, I just, me just in general, I don't say shit that I won't repeat. If I ain't got the balls to repeat it, I'm not saying it. And that's not anything, because I say whatever I want to say. Because what you going to do? The fuck is you going to do? I'm grown. I'm grown and I take care of me. There ain't nobody that I won't tell exactly what I think. Now, I try to spare people's feelings from time to time, but I ain't put mine to the side about yours. Not doing it. It'll have you stressed out. It'll have you fucked up. Blood pressure high and everything else. Fuck that. I'm saying it. I'm standing in it. And it is what it is. Then you don't have these problems. But being as though you a bitch that like to sneak and say things, Monique, you need not say anything that you're not willing to repeat in front of that fucking Sharice, because that bitch is a snake. She's a snake, and she's one of them type of bitches that think that they can roll time back and rewrite history. Ain't nobody got time for that. And ain't nobody gonna convince me of no motherfucking lie. I got so irritated with her with that whole little scene. I said, she should be smacked in her goddamn mouth. Anyway. Karen, Ashley, and Robin were having this little thing where Candace, again, tried to talk to them. And she keeps trying to convey this message of how the ladies basically ignore her. And she doesn't like it. You all don't take into account the things I have to say. And I don't like the shit. And they just paid her fucking dust again. They wasn't listening. They did not give a shit. And I'm like, how many times you gonna do this, Candace? Bitch, you coming across as a weak bitch right now. Because at a point, you would think that you would get to the point where, fuck them. Fuck them. That's the goal. Fuck them. What do you care what they think, bitch? If you feel like saying something, say it. She got there eventually. She ended up, she went to the little luncheon and all of that. And, she sat with Sharice and Karen. And she tried to sit with the girls. And she tried to do it again. And they still ignoring her. And she just finally got fed up. Then they were in the car. Ashley had then got started in on Karen again. And it got real ugly in the car. Honey, and that fucking Karen told Ashley, listen, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you this once and only once. My marriage, bitch, is an institution. And your marriage is fake. And it's something that is phony and is put out there for the world to see. And it's just fake. It's completely fake. I said, oh, okay. Then she told Ashley, which I do agree, you try to get close to people and gather information, and then you put a spin on it. And then you try to throw it back at them in a way where you could try to embarrass them and come after their character. And yes, she does. Yes, she does do that. Very much so. She does. She done it to Robin. She does it to Karen. It's not cute at all. And then she's been a little shady when it comes to Candace. Candace feels like, you kind of threw me under the bus and you don't, you ain't acting like we friends, like you brought me into the circle. So fuck you. So next thing you know, as that's going on, and Ashley and Karen are going back and forth. Candace basically got tired and was like, you know what, Ashley, you need to stop because you're like the way that you're coming at her, it's just not right. It's not right. You're being mean spirited, and there's really no purpose in it. You need to stop. So she's trying to have Karen's back. Baby, the next thing I know, Ashley went to try to say something to Candace, and Candace, I said, oh, Candace is on the other side now. Candace was like, you know what you can do, Ashley? You can suck a dick. How about that? I said, oh. And then the car got quiet. They like, oh, hell, what's going on with her? You know, what is that all about? After that, later on that night, Candace talks to Chris. Chris told him, listen, the fuck? Chris told her, rather, why don't you stop trying? Stop trying. Fucking keep crying and shit over these bitches. Deal with the bitches that are nice to you, that you like, and all the other ones, fuck them. Fuck them. And she finally got it. That next day, they were going to a trip over to this historic old town, and there's spices and herbs and stuff over there. They get on the boat. Ashley and Candace. Candace wants to talk to Ashley. Ashley wants to talk to Candace. And basically sit her down and be like, girl, you had no business jumping in. Me and Karen have issues that we've already had. And you just didn't need to jump in there, this, that, and the other. And I'm thinking Candace was going to start all this groveling again. Hey, that Candace turned around and told her, listen, everybody in this group speaks out of turn and says whatever the fuck they want to do. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to speak out of turn, just like y'all. I'm going to say whatever I want to say. So it just is what it is. I said, now what you ready to do about that, Ashley? What the fuck are you getting ready to do about that? Because Candace is over you, bitch. I said, now come on, now that's the Candace that I ended up liking in the beginning. So I was here for that. So then a little bit later on, Karen and Giselle start. And it's all these lies about this ring and why you ain't wearing this ring. It's I put my ring in something about being mugged, and I put my ring in my hoo-ha. And then she thought her hoo-ha was her chest. They're like, no, girl, hoo-ha's your pussy. Now, I don't know what kind of shit you talking about, but it was another Karenism. You know, I was like, girls, shut up, Karen, with all that damn lying. And that was that. So they all basically, you know, they got to that little thing again. Candace went to go explain herself again. I said, Candace, now what way you going to be? It's going to be one or the other, bitch. Either you going to keep groveling or you going to stand up in the shit like you did with Ashley. I prefer you stand up in the shit. So they went on about that. They later on that night, Karen put together this very nice burlesque birthday party for Monique, and it was nice. They had costumes for them to wear and all this stuff. They had cute dresses that they all wore. And Giselle and Charisse finally ended up getting into it, baby. They got at it. And it was a mess. It was a mess. It went there. She told her, girl, I sat in your kitchen. Sat in your kitchen. You looked me in my face and told me that we were okay from everything in the past. And you sat in your kitchen and told me that you were rooting for me and Sherman. And then, yeah, I found out that you plotting and planning with Monique. You plotting and planning and carrying on. How Charisse couldn't even get out of it. So they ended up they squashed it and fixed it. I was like, you better than me, because it wouldn't have happened. It would not have happened, baby. I'd have got shy right together. It wouldn't have happened. But they fixed it. Robin and Monique actually made up from the whole umbrella up to the next situation and all that. They made up. Then Candace came out and sang the absolute hell out of Happy Birthday in French. That was really nice. And that was kind of it. That rounded out the trip. So the trip actually did kind of round out on, I think they'll be back in the regular town next episode. But it did actually round out in a calm way. The fuck, they've been arguing and fighting ever since they left home. Ever since they left home. So I said, oh, I couldn't be bothered with them. I wouldn't want to be friends with that group of bitches for nothing in the world. They are, they're vicious to each other. And it's real. Charisse and Ashley are two vicious whores. They really are. They are vicious. And Giselle can be too. You know, her and Robin is a piece of work. But Charisse and Ashley, they're vicious. Absolutely vicious. I wouldn't walk to the corner store with them too. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all next week. Sure will. Yep.